Hello, everyone. This is Sharon King of Sharon King Worldwide. Today is Sharon King Book Club, and my special guest is author Janae Marie. How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
That is awesome. You're all the way in Sacramento.
Yeah.
How's the weather?
Hot.
It's hot down here. It's about 80, 85 today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on Sharon King Worldwide. I'm so honored that you're here, and I'm so proud of you. You're such a great, phenomenal woman that you are. You've written so many books. You have written about 5 or 6 books. I did receive your ebook. That is amazing and phenomenal. I'm going to give the audience a little bit about you, and please take your time and explain to the audience who Janae Marie is. You've written 5 or 6 books. The first one is What Advice Do You Have? I'm sorry. The first book you have written is Bestie Novel. That's the ebook I received. And then you wrote Daddy's Home, Double Take, Flirting with Temptation, Sleeping with the Enemy, Betrayed by the Devil. And then you also have a clothing line. You are doing a lot. Congratulations. What made you write so much? You wrote so many books.
Actually, okay, so I think my first book that I published was Flirt with Temptations. The reason why, I'm just gonna be honest, like growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends, and my mother, she didn't really like to let me out, because I lived in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, like where we lived, it was like kind of rough. It was like a rough area. So I stayed in the house a lot. And honestly, like since I had to stay in the house a lot, and I was the only child at that time. So I mean, when you have nothing else to do, like I used to watch Goosebumps and like read the Babysitter's Club books at that time, and because I started writing poetry, so I had a lot of free time on my hands because I was the only child. I was bored all the time, so I spent a lot of time writing. I did, and then once I got a little bit older, like 16, I started reading Terry Woods, Truth to the Game, Sister Soldier, Omar Tyree. I started Shannon Holmes. Like I started going to the library. I know that's so nerdy, but I spent a lot of time at the library, and I read a lot of books. I do, and I still love reading books. So I read a lot of books as a child and growing up, because I was never like a real popular person. So, and then also I loved reading because I like the fact that when you read, you can kind of paint your own picture of what's going on in the story. So to me, that's how I cure my boredom. So I was like, you know what? So I just started, when I was 16 is when when I first started writing. The next book that I'm about to publish is the very first story I started writing, which is called Leilani's Secret. So yeah, and that story is about a young girl who gets basically, she gets kind of like disowned from her family because they're all in the medical field, but she doesn't want to do that. She wants to branch off into her own thing and be an actress. But she, along the way, she meets this guy, and he ends up being very abusive to her. So, and then another thing that, like growing up in Detroit and seeing a reality of a lot of stuff that people went through, that's why that's like the best stories that I like to write is drama. Because like Sleeping with the Enemy is about a guy who was born with the HIV virus, and he's going around spreading it to men and women. So, this stuff that actually, happens in the real world. Daddy's Home, that story is about a young girl who got molested by her father, and her mother saw it happen but didn't do anything. She just kind of walked out the room. So to me, it's like, how Black people, I don't want to say just Black people, but people, and then, they brush things under the rug. They, they don't really, you know, what happens here stays here, it's our little family secret or something like that. And I think that's what kind of messes people up. And, and also when I was in college, my college professor at Wayne State, he told us to people watch. And that's actually how I came to write the story Daddy's Home, because I was waiting on the bus and I seen this girl. She was like, I have to sell my body to make rent. I was like, that is terrible. Just, you got to like prostitute yourself just to sell rent, just to pay your rent. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So that's how like I ended up writing an entire story about that. So I don't know. I just I guess when being bored, that's how I started. I was being bored and kind of like being trapped in the house all the time.
You're doing such an amazing job, and I am so proud of you. You inspire me. I just want you to know that you have inspired me to do so much. And you are right. I've never been to Detroit, but I've heard so many things about Detroit. And we do shelter our children from not seeing that part of the world. I want to touch on the stigma in the Black community, because it is there, by explaining or letting somebody know in the family that somebody raped or molested me, an uncle, cousin, brother, whatever. That is something that we never talk about, because it does bring disgrace to the family. And you never wanted the family to be shamed. Meanwhile, you're living with trauma, and that trauma you take through your childhood, you have a family, and that trauma continues. It's a pattern, generational trauma. And that is something that we really, as a Black community, need to address even more with mental health issues, because a lot of trauma happened at childhood and a lot of things we do not address. And, she was that way anyway, so she probably deserved it, or he deserved it. But there's a lot of trauma. Yes, it is bad that you have to sell your body to pay your rent. And it's real. It happens. A lot of things happen to young people. A lot of things happen to both men and women that we don't address or we don't talk to. From lack of education to not thinking you're good enough, or not having somebody to support you. A lot of that plays a lot of role. What it's like to just letting a child know, hey, I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job, an amazing job. And sometimes no matter how hard you try, you're still not good enough for a parent. And that brings you down a lot, because nothing is good enough. Then what is good enough? Because the world is telling me it's good enough, but you're not telling me it's good enough. So here it is, you're balancing the world and balancing home. It's so much, but you're doing an amazing job. And I'm going to get the rest of your ebooks. And now as an author, as a writer, was it hard for you to write? I know you said you spent a lot of time in the house and you were bored and you read. I read Sister Soldier. Oof. Sister Soldier was deep.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Yeah.
She was deep. I think one of her book, I just start crying like, wow, this is deep. Yeah. Do you find it easy to write now that you have been writing so long?
I don't know, because I had to tackle each book differently. Because when I wrote Sleeping with the Enemy, it took me a long time to finish that book. It did. It took me about 3-4 years to finish it, and might have been because I was busy. I had school. I had my daughter. And also, I might have had a case of writer's block, because, life gets in the way, and I might have been just dealing with some personal things like bad relationships and stuff. But you know what? And also because with Sleeping with the Enemy, I also I was kind of afraid, because I didn't want to kind of talk about that, because I thought the topic was taboo. So I actually I had to just get over that fear, because I didn't want to I didn't want to piss anybody off with the story, but that's another thing I had to learn as a writer, when you got a story to tell, and it's fiction anyway, so if you want to, you got to get it out there. You can't be afraid to piss anybody off, because you're a writer. That's what your job is anyway. So, because also I really did have to kind of like face my fear, because like as a writer or anybody in a public eye, you're going to be like, I wonder, you got to get over that fear of wondering what people will think, so I had to get past that fear of wondering what people think. So, and then also getting over writer's block, because I try not to push myself. But then again, if you don't write, the story will not get done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, sometimes as a writer, you kind of do got to push yourself too. So, but then I just have to kind of put myself in kind of like a make-believe world with my characters. I kind of do, because then I play music too. So I kind of like gotta escape into this like little my own world and immerse myself in the story and just get it done that way. So does it get easier? I don't know. I don't know, but I enjoyed the journey, either way.
Very good. I want to go back to you mentioning you worried about what other people say. For many years, I was always worried about, oh my God, if I do this, what people are going to think, what people are going to say. And then I listened to I like documentaries, and I do read a lot. And I listen to a lot of speeches, because I know one day I'm going to give a fantastic speech in front of a million people. I just know it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I said to myself, after listening to what the speaker said about worrying about if anybody's going to like me, mm-hmm. My job is not to worry if people are going to like me. My job is not to worry who's going to buy my book. My job is not to worry who's going to like what I post. My job is not to worry for anybody to compliment me, comment about me, or appreciate me. I had to learn that. And I had to learn that whatever I did, I knew it was the best, and I kept it moving. I too was like you. So I'm just sharing that information with you. I worried so much about what people are going to think, what they're going to say. And then as I got older, and my mentor says to me, so one Saturday morning, she let's have coffee, Sharon. So let me ask you, of all those people you're worrying about, if they're going to buy your book or talk bad about you, how many of them have supported you and purchased your book? I'm waiting. And then it clicked. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It clicked. Does any of that matter? This is your life. You're not in control of anybody but you. Mm-hmm. And I learned that, and I live that. And every morning I get up, I'm grateful for everything. Mm-hmm. Do I worry anymore about what people say or what people think about me? No, that's their business. You're going to be dead and gone, and going to have more flowers on your grave than you are alive, because that's just the reality of how life is right now. And so I had to get over that fear. And I'm just sharing this with you because I was just like you. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to do that. They're going to crucify me. The squad or the little cliques that's going on. Nobody's going to support me. And after my mentor said to me, your biggest supporters are strangers. Mm-hmm. I had to learn that. And it is true.
Yeah, you do. You have to learn that.
And you have to be thick-skinned. Can't be
glass. My God. Yes, you do.
The glass you'll shatter easy, and honey, they'll eat you up alive. Yeah. Okay. So you got to just keep it moving. Mm-hmm. You got to keep it. You got to do what's best for you. And I am inspired by you. I think you're doing an amazing job. I'm really inspired by you. I think you're an amazing person. So let me ask you another question. Do you do any kind of research before you write your book, or you just write from the heart?
Uh, I try to do both, especially with Sleep with the Enemy. I had to do a little bit of research on HIV, things I wasn't knowledgeable about. So, because I try to be as accurate as possible. But yeah, for the most part, try to write from the heart. So, because I try to bring in my authentic voice, because I don't want to be like, I want to be like Janae. So.
And you're doing a great job. I know that you mentioned the other book took you about 4 to 5 years to write. Was that one of the hardest book to write?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I think at the time I was in school, and I think I was at the time going through a toxic relationship situationship thing, and I was not at my best mentally. So, but I used that to finish the story, so you know what they say with writers, we can't kill you in real life, but we can kill you in the book, or So yeah, I just really used that emotional turmoil to finish the book. So yeah, it was a rough period in my life, yeah. But I had to get it done regardless. So
that's good. Yeah. You didn't allow anything to stop you.
Yeah, I try not to do.
That's really good. I know that you also have a clothing line. You have shirts and different things.
Oh yeah, that's Janae's called it an urban apparel boutique. I just started, so yeah. I started because I would like to, be able to pass something down to my daughter, because like I told myself this, it's sad because I feel like I'm not trying to be racist here or anything, but I feel like Caucasian people have generational wealth. We have generational curses. And I'm tired of that, so I'm like, I want to be able to pass something down to my daughter, and my sister, so I just want to do something that could influence our culture. So.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You're on the right path of, passing down to your daughter. And what I've seen, a lot of entrepreneurs now, I was reading, I forgot what website I was reading on, but since the pandemic, a good 40 to 50% of minorities entrepreneurs are Black. And there's a spike. There have been a spike since the pandemic that Black entrepreneurs are really out there working for themselves. So congratulations. I'm very proud of you. I'm sorry, repeat that.
I said our people need that.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. I think some are, but the majority, we need to do it more. Mm-hmm. We need to do it more. So are you working on any current book that's coming out right now?
Yes. This will be book number 6, and this will be Leilani's Secret.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very.
So
you have so many books. You have so many books. You have the shop. Are you going to be doing any live speaking anytime soon?
You know what? I used to be so shy, and kind of like part of me still is, but actually I want to break out of my shell, because you don't grow from being in your comfort zone. You do not grow from being in your comfort zone. And I got to keep telling myself that, because that's something that I would like to do. Like maybe just like going live on Instagram, just trying to start from there and just trying to, get myself out there a little bit more. So yeah, I will. Actually, I think like next month I'm going to start like going live on Instagram, just because Why not?
Could you let the go ahead? I'm sorry.
I see so many other people doing it, so I'm just like, well, why can't I do it? So yeah, I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone because nothing good ever comes from being in your comfort zone.
You're absolutely right. And I think you did put a video on there a couple of days ago. I think I saw you on your Instagram. You look amazing.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get myself out there.
Can you let the audience know all the social media site that they could follow you on?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram. What's my Instagram? Author Janae _Marie 5. And I believe Facebook is Author Janae Marie 4591. And my website is JanaeMarieBooks.com.
Awesome. Are you on LinkedIn or Twitter?
I'm on Twitter, and I think I'm sorry. Yeah, my Twitter handle is Janae Marie 5.
Very good. And you're doing, again, I cannot even stop saying you're doing a phenomenal job. And I know, are you a single mom? Congratulations. Yeah. You have an entrepreneur on your hands / business partner.
Right? Oh, you know what? My daughter is an amazing artist too. And yeah, so she may be following behind me. She says she wants to go into animation. So I'm like, woo, go girl.
Congratulations in advance. Will your daughter be writing any children's book?
I don't know. She has started. She did write a little story when she was in 4th grade, so she might. Yeah.
I know that is congratulations. I know that we have a couple of participants on at this time. Would you like to ask author Janae Marie any questions?
So yeah, hi Janae.
Hi.
We've had conversations in the past, but now there's actually moving pictures is a wonderful thing. The weather in Sacramento, you'd rather deal with the heat than the winters in Detroit that lake effect snow, right? You miss that?
Do I miss what? The snow?
You miss the snow.
Sometimes, because honestly, my daughter, I don't think she's ever really seen snow. Like she doesn't remember snow. So I would like to maybe just go back and show her snow, but not stay there. I don't like being cold. It gets really cold
but the
in Michigan.
The shovels though. Shovels and the ice scrapers on the
ice, no.
Like, because the host here, she's like forgotten all about that from. And she don't know, but I'm from Northwest Ohio. I'm from just up the road from you all, the actual rivalry, Buckeyes, Wolverines, that whole deal. They don't have that in New York.
Do you still live there? No.
Huh?
Do you still live
I'm in Texas. We're all transplanted here. I'm in Houston. I ain't going back.
Okay.
But no, I want to tell you that, like, I think what you've done has been phenomenal, nothing short of phenomenal. And like, from your first book and to now, and just the work that you've done and how you diversified everything within your business, your whole portfolio. I mean, like, the sky's the limit for you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I just want to ask you about the weather, but if you missed home in the snow and all of that.
I'll be honest, there are parts of me that does miss Detroit, because there are foods that are only in Detroit that aren't sold in California. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I miss it, yes.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, though, because of Janae's Closet. Have you ever considered maybe doing fashion show on YouTube or a short deal, because IGTV, they got a thing where they do it for 5 or 15 minutes. You can do a live something and show off your line and and those things. Have you ever thought about doing that, or
That's a great idea. Now I have to put something together maybe next year sometime.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Is there anyone else that would like to ask author Janae Marie any questions? Okay, so I'm bringing it back to you. You know, there's also Amazon Influencer. Are you on there?
Yeah, I'm looking into getting on there.
That's a very good program I heard they have. I started and I have to finish it off. And there's other platforms that you could also be on, doing the live videos on Facebook and Instagram. And I don't know if Tumblr, I don't even know if people use Tumblr a lot, is on, and Snapchat. I don't have a Snapchat. My son told me I need to get one. And there was something else. I can't keep up. It's so many of them. It's so many of
This
them.
is Periscope, but I don't know what happened with that one.
What is it called?
It was called Periscope. It was really popular like before Instagram came and Snapchat, but yeah, I don't know what happened.
I never heard of that one. I never heard of that.
It's too many social media. I don't know.
Do you have a target audience?
I would like to 18 to 45, but probably mostly young adults.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Is it worldwide?
I like to be. Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
I am worldwide. I am worldwide.
Right.
I am.
Right. I know.
You were manifesting it over here. I am worldwide.
Yeah.
You know? Because you've written such amazing books, and then you have Janae's Closet. Everybody could go on there and get your books. I don't know. Do you have coffee cups? Did I see coffee cups or something on there?
Maybe.
Yeah. You have so many things on there. Are your books in the library? I know that you mentioned it is in Walmart.
Well, I know I have them like locally where I'm at, but so I'm definitely going to work on getting my books into more libraries.
Okay. Is it in also Walmart or just at the library?
No, just online.
Walmart online.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So that's nationwide.
Yeah, next stop, Barnes and Noble. Seriously. That would be nice.
Okay. I have a Vanessa John on the line. She just chat. She wants to know how she can purchase your book.
Okay, you can go on my website, JanaeMarieBooks.com, and I will ship you out a book. I will ship you out all the books, whether it's an ebook or a paperback book. So, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you spell that? She said, how do you spell your name on there?
Oh, JANAEMARIE books.com. My name is my sister's middle name and my middle name put together. And you're welcome. Thank you.
Looking at Vanessa, let me see. Vanessa is actually my sister from New York.
Oh, well, thank you, sister.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. I heard all those comments about New York and the snow and how you guys never want to come back. But I am still here, thugging it out.
I've always wanted to visit New York.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I want to, I'm, gonna go online and purchase it tonight.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Janae, you have a large audience of everyone wanting to purchase your book. Are you there? Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
And the whole thing about it is you're doing a fantastic and amazing job. I know that Mr. Elliott is gone. He's probably outside digging out snow. Wait a minute.
I'm here. I'm here. No, I have not left at all. I've just been quiet and listening. Can you believe it? A man just sitting back and listening, not trying to interject. When two ladies are talking, just like I tell another brother, just sit down and just shut up and let them hit it.
Yep.
So
yeah.
But Janae, I will say this: I have cousins that live out there in Sacramento, and they're originally from Toledo. They're originally from Toledo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they love the town.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been to Sacramento once. I have a cousin up there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she's in, and then my sister go to UC Davis.
Okay.
So she's in Elk Grove.
Elk Grove. Okay.
She's in Elk Grove. Sacramento. I'll visit. I'll just visit.
Okay.
I'll just visit. I think I was up there back in 2019, but I'll just visit. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Is there anything or any advice you would like to give new authors that are thinking about writing or want to write or don't think I should write?
Yes, that's what I always wanted to inspire other writers. What I would say is if you want to do it, just do it, because that's the only way to do it is to just do it. Don't let anyone discourage you, because in the world, people will try to discourage you. Like you were saying earlier, you got to have thick skin. You do, because there will be people that will tell you that you cannot do this. You are not good enough. And if you don't have thick skin and you let that stop you, you're going to regret it. You are going to regret it. You got to have thick skin. Even when you get reviews, you'll have reviews from readers who will not like your work. And if you don't have thick skin, you'll be like, oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough. What? No. Keep going, because just like there'll be people who, like, there's people who don't like Beyonce. Do you think Beyonce cares? No. So, and then also, there'll be like we were saying, you're gonna think that the people closest to you are going to be the ones that are buying your book, that are going to be the ones that are supporting you. Like I've learned you have to get out of your comfort zone, because I've went to gas stations. You got to make friends with people, and like the weirdest places, like just talk to people. Like you go to a gas station, go to a hair salon, a barbershop. Like you have to talk to people, so it's very important that you get out of your comfort zone and get out of your shell, because you can write the book, but the book isn't going to sell itself. It's up to the author to sell the book. And I had to learn that, and I'm still working on that. But, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone. And if you really want to do it, you will find a way to do it, and don't let people discourage you, and just enjoy it. Writing should be fun for you. So yeah, just do it. I guess I would say that.
I agree with you 100%. I'm a people person, and I will talk to a cat. I kid you not. I am a people person, and I make friends. That's why my company is called Sharon King Worldwide. I have met and spoke to people all over the world. Okay. All over the world. I have people all over the world that listen to my podcast in just about every language. And I'm a people person. And I think it's so important. I think too, what plays and being an author, you have to realize it's also a business.
Mm-hmm.
And in business, you have to be a people person.
Yes.
It is a business. This is your business. So how
Yeah.
are you handling your business?
Like a baby.
Exactly. Exactly. You have to talk to people. You got to show people respect. Things happen at the most strangest moments, and you never know who you're going to run into. You just got to keep on doing your best, be your best, and believing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself and just keep on doing it. And you know what? And my biggest thing have been lately, sell your business worldwide. Stop thinking about just the state you're in, just the people you know, the church I go to, the people I grew up with. No. How many people are in this world? Sell your business worldwide.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people need to implement that. You have so many people. Where's your spreadsheet for the month? How much am I bringing in? How much am I spending out? What does your spreadsheet look like every month? How much money are you making every month? What am I doing? How could I recreate this? Because this is your business. This is your business. This is your business. You know, Author Janae Marie, I thank you and I appreciate you so much for being on Sharon King Worldwide. Before I close out with Author Janae, is there anything that anyone would like to say to her before I close out?
Keep up the good work. You're triumphant, you're wonderful, you're magnificent. Keep it up.
Thank you, Elliot.
Is there anyone else that would like to say anything else? I would like to thank you.
I'm actually in the middle of work. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say thank you. You are encouraging for me as well to, get out my comfort zone and do what needs to be done and finish that book and publish that book. But keep up the good work, and I hope to see Leilani grow in different ways as as you continue to develop her character and put out more books and so forth. I'm kind of, because I used to be just like you, reading a lot of books. Like when I was young in high school, people was like, Vanessa, get your head out the book. But I've read so many different books from um, Toni Morrison to my favorite, The Bluest Eye. Yes, that book made me cry. I read. I even read A Time to Kill before they made it a movie. And that book, right. So when you said how books give you the ability to see things from your point of view, it's so real. Because that's one of the books, A Time to Kill. I was on the train in Manhattan on my way to school, and I'm reading this book about how these white men and the way they tied the knots around her ankle and her arms, and it was really graphic, and it made me cry. Books have that power to pull out those emotions. So I just look forward to reading your work and watching your character as you develop Leilani and whichever path life takes us.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that books that's why most people like the book and not so much the movie adaptation, because I believe that people like to be able to paint their own picture, for a story versus for the movie. They feel like the movie doesn't add up to what the book offered.
And many times that's true, because I actually read I, Robot by Isaac Asimov before Will Smith even. And there's so many details that was left out of the movie that kind of sort of should have been from the book. But yeah, you're right. When they make that transition, there's so many elements that are lost. So writing in itself is its own art form that should be preserved and and continued and matured in so many ways.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Have fun. I'm back to work.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So, Author Janae Marie, is there any last words or anything you want to say to the audience before I close out?
I would say to keep pursuing the life. Life is really short, so I mean, like, if there's something you want to do, put your plan into action and just keep working at it, because you'll be really satisfied with yourself and proud of yourself that you've accomplished something. You don't hold yourself back in life. Yeah.
This is Sharon May King of Sharon King Worldwide. I thank you and I appreciate you for listening to and viewing the video, my interview with author Janae Marie. I just want to say continuous blessings to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on a bigger platform. I am currently working on a bigger platform. And I want you to be among my guests. I think you're phenomenal. I think you're inspiring to so many. I know you inspire me. And keep on smiling. You're a beautiful, beautiful Black woman. And I'm so proud of you in everything you do. And let your daughter know she did an amazing job. I love your makeup. And keep on smiling, keep on doing you, keep on doing what makes you happy, and keep on writing. I thank you and I appreciate you for being on Sharon King Worldwide.
Thank you. And I also wanted to say that you actually inspire me as well.
Oh, thank you so much. I thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.